Hey guys, I wanted to come on and do my February wrap up. Um, so I read 17 books in February. That's a lot even for me. Um, but I read nine physical books, four on my Kindle, and then four audiobooks. So I'll try to do a quick yes, no, maybe. I tend to get off on tangents. So we'll see how quick I can make this. But we'll start with the physical books. So the first book I read this month was a buddy read that I did with these three ladies. And that was Lucky Charms by Anne Marie Meyer. I gave this one 3 stars and it's a maybe. It's very YA. There's like no spice. So it was okay. But yeah, so 3 stars, maybe. And then the next three books were the next three in the series, the Ice Planet Barbarian series. So that was Barbarian's Prize, which was Tiffany's story. And then we had Barbarian's Mate, which is Josie's story. And then Barbarian's Touch, which is Lila's story. All three of those are 5 stars and yeses for me. I am just loving this series. Um, then we have The Quarterback Alpha, and this is another one by Anne Marie Meyer. And this got a 1 star for me, and it is a no. I did not DNF it. I should have, but it's a no. And if you want to know why, you can see the video that talks about it. And then the next one was the, I believe, third book in the Hello series, and that was Hello Temptation by Kelsey Haas. And I actually have started tabbing my books now. And I'm enjoying it. I feel like it's adding to the reading experience. But this one was, what did I give this one? This one was a 3 star, and it's a maybe. I think with these, I like them. They're yeses for me, but the series is starting to get a little repetitive. So we're starting to get into the maybe territories with some of these. Then next I read, this was a buddy read that I did with these two ladies, and that was Blood of Hercules by Jasmine Mass, I think is how you say it. And this I gave 4.5 stars. Yes, yes, all day long. Yes, this was a great book. Um, then the next physical book I read, this is one I've been putting off for a while because of the connection with PTSD. But that is Slow Burn by Gina L. Maxwell. And you can see, right, I connected with the MMC on this one a little bit. And this one I gave 4 stars, and it's definitely a yes for me. I don't know if this would be a yes for others. Just because I connected with it so much because of my personal connection. But I definitely recommend it, and I think it's a really good book. And she does a good job of dealing with the PTSD aspect of it. And then the last physical book I read was the fourth book in the Hello series, and that's Hello Billionaire by Kelsey Haas. And I gave this one a 3 stars, and it's a maybe. So those were the physical books that I read. Okay, so then I also read 4 books on my Kindle. The first book I read was Silas, and this was by Liza or Lisa. I'm not quite sure, but I think it's pronounced Liza B. Um, for me, I gave this one 2 stars, and it was a no. Um, and then the next 3 books I read on my Kindle were the next 3 books in the Barbarians series. So I have the physical copy, but I read it on Kindle. The first one was Barbarians Taming, and this is Maddie's story. And then I also read Barbarian's Heart and Barbarian's Hope. And so Barbarian's Heart is Stacy's story, and Barbarian's Hope is that Claire's story. I can't remember whose stories these are anymore. Oh no, Barbarian's Hope is Asha's story. Yeah, so that's whose story that is. So Barbarian's Taming, I gave 5 stars. I really enjoyed that one. Barbarian's Heart and Barbarian's Hope, I only gave those 4 stars. They're all yeses. They're all still yeses, but Barbarian's Heart and Barbarian's Hope were a little more baby centric. So I didn't quite connect with them as much as I did the other books. So that's why those got a 4 star for me. And then I also listened to 4 audiobooks. So this is what I tend to do with audiobooks or with books that are 5-star reads for me. So once I read a book and it becomes that 5-star read, I then will typically either reread it again or I will listen to the audiobook. And so that's what so now I've kind of started the audiobook series of the Ice Planet Barbarians. So for the first audiobook I listened to was Ice Planet Barbarians, the first book. And that 5 stars, I liked it. I like the narrator. So far, all the books on audio have the same 2 narrators for the FMC and the MMC. But they do a good job distinguishing their voices between all the characters. So I'm enjoying it. So that was the first one. Then the second one I listened to was The Magical Midlife Meeting, and this is a book by KF Breen, but this is like my 4th time reading it. So I've read the series twice in physical copy. And I've listened to the standard audiobooks for the whole series, and now they're in the process of releasing the graphic audios for this series. And so Magical Midlife Meeting, I believe that is the 5th book in the series, and they just released last month the graphic audio for that one, so I listened to that. And again, 5 stars. Yes, all the audiobooks are going to be 5 stars, and yeses because they're all rereads of 5-star books for me. And then I listened to the second and third book in the Ice Planet Barbarian series, so Barbarian Alien and Barbarian Lover. But yeah, those were the 17 books that I read or listened to in what month was this? February. So let me know if you've read any of them and what you thought.